My name is Evelyn Carter. I am 32 years old, and all my life, I have been too much, too big, too heavy, too different, too hard to love. I'm not a person to them. I'm a statistic. 700 kilograms. They say it like it's my name, like it's the one thing that matters. Just a number on a scale. All I am, all I ever could be. I wasn't always like this. I used to be a little girl that wanted to run, wanted to play, wanted to be hugged. I remember sitting there in class while other kids talked, exchanged notes, planned sleepovers, whispered secrets. They never included me. They didn't have to say why. I could see it in their eyes, in the way they looked at me as though I were an object of pity and disgust. Like I was a question nobody wanted to answer. I kept telling myself that it wasn't a big deal, that I didn't want their friendship, their invitations, their kindness. I had my books, I had my dreams, I had my mother, the last person who ever made me feel weightless, who made me feel as though I weren't caged inside my own body, and then she was gone. It happened fast, too fast. 1 second, she was instructing me to set the table, and the next she was clutching her chest, gasping for air. It was too late, by the time the ambulance arrived. And then, the only person who ever really saw me was gone. Grief is a strange thing. It leaves no room for anything else. And so I ate. I ate to get amnesia, to numb, to fill the void she left in my life. The more I fed, the more I vanished. Not to the world. No. People stared. They whispered. They pointed. But to the person who used to call me Evelyn, I was gone. And I became something that was going to get avoided. An inconvenience. An embarrassment. By the time I was 25, I couldn't go out of my front door. Stairs were impossible. Chairs broke beneath me. My body had turned into my prison, and no savior would come to release me. I was all told I'd be dead by 30, that my heart wouldn't last, that my lungs would give out, that I had a choice, lose the weight, or lose my life. But what they didn't know was that I had already lost everything. I tried once to make a friend, a man I'd pet online, who didn't judge my body first. We talked for weeks. He made me laugh. He made me feel like I was, maybe just maybe, worth knowing. And then one day, he requested a picture. I hesitated, but I sent it. He never spoke to me again. That was when I understood. People like me were not made to be loved. Not the way others are. Not in the way that matters. And so I stopped hoping. I was bracing myself for death. I lied to myself that I wouldn't care. But then, there was a twist. One morning, when I was lying in bed, unable to breathe, I finally understood something. I didn't want to die. Not yet. Not like this. Because I am still here. And if I'm still here, then perhaps I'm meant to be. Perhaps my value has nothing to do with the figures. Perhaps my story does not end as the world believes it should. So I made a choice. Not to change for them. Not to dim my light to be palatable. But to fight, to live. Not because anyone else wants me to, or thinks I should, but because I want to. I don't know what the future is. I don't know if anyone will ever hold me, if I will ever hear someone say my name with a love, not pity. But I know this. I am not invisible. I am not too much. I am not beyond love. And tonight I have brought a song with me. A song for those who have been made to feel that they are too different to be loved. A song for those who live in the shadows, waiting for someone to see them. An anthem to remind us all, we are not quantified by numbers. We exist, and that is enough.
We turn away, they whisper low, like I don't hear, like I don't know. But in my heart I hold the truth. I am more than what they choose. Says, did you see me? Did you care? I've been lost, but I'm still here. Through the silence, through the fight, I still glow, I hold the light. Now I am enough, I am strong. Even when they say I don't belong. Through the sorrow, through the rain, I will rise, I will remain. No more shadows, no more chains. With faith inside, love remains. Ooh. They see the way, they miss the soul. They never ask what makes me whole, but in my heart I hold the truth. I am more than what they choose. Says, did you see me? Did you care? I've been lost, but I'm still here. Through the silence, through the fight, I still glow, I hold the light. Though I am enough, I am strong, even when they say I don't belong. Through the sorrow, through the rain, I will rise, I will remain. No more shadows, no more chains. With faith inside, love remains. Oh, they see the weight, they miss the soul. They never ask what makes me whole, but I am love, I'm still alive. No more waiting just to hide. Straight beat time won't change their view, but I know what I can do. Through the echoes, through the past, I will find myself at last. That I am enough, I am strong, even when they say I don't belong. Through the sorrow, through the rain, I will rise, I will remain. No more shadow, no more chains. With faith inside, love remains. Oh, if you hear me, if you know, love was never meant to go. Through the stars, through the pain, I walk, I rise again.
See the past, they never ask how long it lasts. But I am more than what they say. I fought too hard to fade away.
Do you hear me? Do you know I'm still standing? I won't go. Through the silence, through the rain, I will rise, I will remain.
Yet I am more than what they see. There's a fire inside of me. Through the sorrow, through the pain, I will rise, I'll stand again. No more shadows, no more chains. With faith inside, love remains.
They turn away, they walk on by, but I refuse to live a lie.
My heart still beats, my soul still sings. I am made for greater things.
Maybe love won't call my name, but I will not drown in shame. Through the echoes, There's a fire inside of me. Through the trials, through the rain, I will rise, I'll stand again. No more sorrow, no more chains. With faith inside, love remains. If you hear me, if you know, love was never meant to go. Through the scars, through the pain, I walk, I rise again.
I'm Colleen, in my 9 years, as was there once I had a dream. Now that is true, like the whispers in the wind. It feels like seeing one's own shadow disappear with setting sun. Look here, I was born into a place so mean that before they even have time to begin dreaming, any dreams which pass through shatter. Mornings in our village start with hollow stomachs and end quiet prayers for another day of survival. School is something rich kids can afford. Chinese kids like me, we can never have it, but I could dream after all. I remember lying in my cot, staring at the stars late into night, dreaming of another life, a life where I sat with my books in a classroom instead of crumbs all over them, a life in which you may be left at last free to learn, to teach others to read, such children as me, my son, she. But in my world, darkness seems to win all the time. My father was a laborer. He worked from sunrise to sunset. His hands were cracked with sores, his back bent under the weight of my upbringing. He never complained, yet I could see from the look on his face that he was tired and could just not get away. No more fighting. I had no choice, so I started hawking small toys on the street, hoping to have enough to eat and maybe even some medicine for Baba. Though still a child, but hunger is never too young to know. All through it I told myself, it's only a stopgap, just until things get better. But things didn't change at all. They simply... I came home early one evening and found my mother sitting in her usual place, silently and staring, her eyes raging, hands trembling so that the knitting needles seemed afraid to touch them. She too had gotten sick, but this was something I didn't have enough coins from selling toys to fix. I worked harder. I ran into the streets to shout something, anything, at people walking by, begging them to, but it was always still too little. No matter how much I gave, I can still remember that fearful night when I was sitting by her side, holding on to her trembling hand, and saying, "Mummy, Mummy dear, don't leave me." But my pleas went unheeded. That night, my world went out. I just stopped dreaming after that. After all, what is a dorm when reality is not? Somewhere else in the world, another child is lying under the same sky, watching the same stars, having the same dream as I once did. I couldn't change how things turned out.
I used to dream with open eyes, but the world felt cold, no guiding light. I walked alone through endless nights, wondering if I'd ever shine bright. But I still believe, I still hold on, even when the road feels rough and long. I'll keep my heart, I'll sing my song. Somewhere, somehow I belong. But I still believe, I still hold on, even when the road feels rough and long. I'll keep my heart, I'll sing my song. Somewhere, somehow I belong. The sun may hide behind the rain, but after storms the light remains. I may be small, but I will rise. There's fire in my weary Even when the road feels rough and long, I'll keep my heart, I'll sing my song. Somewhere, somehow, I belong. I belong. Filled with emotion and longing. If I fall, I'll stand again. If I'm lost, I'll find my way. 1,000 nights can't steal my dreams. The light in me will never fade. Never fade. Victorious, like a boy who has found his voice. So I still believe, I still hold on. I used to dream with open eyes, but the world felt cold, no guiding light. I walked alone through endless nights, wondering if I'd ever shine bright. But I still believe, I still hold on. Even when the road feels rough and long, I'll keep my heart, I'll sing my song. Somewhere, somehow, I belong. But I still believe, I still hold on. Even when the road feels rough and long, I'll keep my heart, I'll sing my song. Somewhere, somehow, I belong. The sun may hide behind the rain, but after storms the light remains. I may be small, but I will rise. There's fire in my weary eyes. 'Cause I still believe, I still hold on. Even when the road feels rough and long, I'll keep my heart, I'll sing my song. Somewhere, somehow, I belong. If I fall, I'll stand again. If I'm lost, I'll find my way. 1,000 nights can't steal my dreams. The light in me will never fade. Stronger, victorious, like a boy who has found his voice. So I still believe, I still hold on. Even when the road feels rough and long, I'll keep my heart, I'll sing my song. Somewhere, somehow, I belong.
My name is Somia and I'm from Gaza. I am 11 years old, but I feel much older. Here, childhood is another thing altogether. It does not involve playgrounds and laughter. It is about fear. It is about survival. On the day everything changed, I remember the air smelled of smoke. I was gripping my little brother's hand. gripping it so hard that I thought the grip of my fingers alone could keep him safe. Somia, stay close, Mama said. Her voice was steady, but I could hear the fear threading with all she said. Baba was not home. He had left to get food. He said he would return a short time later. Soon never came. We ran. The sky above burned with fire and ash. I scarcely touched the ground as we ran toward a building, one of the few remaining. But then, a deafening blast, a flash of white, and then, nothing. When I opened my eyes, the world had changed. All the colors of the world had disappeared. My ears were ringing. I felt something warm on my eyebrow. My fingers came back red when I touched it. Mama was next to me, crying. Her scarf was torn. Her hands were shaking. She cupped my face between her hands and whispered, "My love, my strong girl, we need to go." "Baba?" I asked. Silence. She didn't answer. She didn't have to. I understood. I wept silently that night, because if you cry too loud in Gaza, the walls might listen. And the bricks, they are no friend to the walls. Days passed, maybe weeks, maybe months. When you're surviving, time doesn't flow in a normal way. We sheltered, a lot of us, and we crammed like whispers between walls that could scarcely stand. The nights were long, the days even longer. Hunger became a friend, fear became family. Then one night I met a boy named Adam. He was my age, but his eyes were older than mine. "Would you like to see something beautiful?" he asked. Beautiful. In Gaza, I walked behind him to the ruins of an old house. Tiny flowers began to bloom beneath the crumbling walls. "See," Adam said, "even here, life tries." For the first time in a long time, I smiled, but our smiles were fleeting in Gaza, like glass. The following morning, Adam was gone. I started singing at night, in the shelter, when the dark felt too dark, very quietly, just enough for the stars to hear. La ilaha illa Allah, I would hum, my voice as delicate as a strand of silk, mending the broken pieces of heart. "Sing louder, Somia," someone said, one evening. So I did, and then something magical occurred. Others joined in. One voice became two, two became many, and for a few moments, in that dark, ruined shelter, we were more than survivors. We were music. We were hope. One day, a man with a camera arrived. He heard us sing. He recorded our voices. "The world needs you," he told her. I didn't know what he meant by that, until weeks later when someone played me a video on a phone. It was me, my voice, my song. People were watching, listening, crying, and a girl in Gaza singing in the dark had found a way to reach the Arab world. I still sing, even now, even after everything, because as long as I can speak, I'm still here, and as long as I am still here, Gaza sings.
The night is dark, but I still dream about the echoes of footsteps lost in screams. The waves still kiss the broken shore. Flowers grow where bones once tore. Oh, oh, Gaza still sings. Oh, even when the sky has no wings. Oh, even when the stars fade to dust. Hope is the only thing that lasts. Baba left, he held me tight. Said, "My love, you'll find the light." Mama cries but holds me strong, so I keep singing through the storm. Oh, 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 Gaza still sings. Oh, even when the sky has no wings. Oh, even when the stars fade to dust. Hope is the only thing that lasts. If I whisper, will they hear? Does the world know we're still here? Let my voice be more than pain. Let my song be love again. Oh, Gaza still sings. Gaza still sings. Even when the sky Let my song be love again. Brother still sings, even when the sky has no wings. Oh, the years have come and gone, like the echoes of a song. Once I danced, once I dreamed, now I whisper to the breeze. But I still sing, I still hope. In the night I send my note. Maybe love will find me still, lonely heart but beating still. Memories like autumn leaves, drifting slow, lost in the breeze. But the moon, she hears my tune, and the stars hum soft in tune. But I still sing, I still hope. In the night I send my note. Maybe love will find me still, lonely heart but beating still. Memories like autumn leaves, drifting slow, lost in the breeze. But the moon, she hears my tune, and the stars hum soft in tune. But I still sing, I still hope. In the night I send my note. Maybe love will find me still, lonely heart but beating still.
Hi, my name is Leo, and I'm from New York, or at least I used to be. Once, I had a homey, big house with warm lights, the smell of my mom's cooking in the kitchen, and the sound of my dad's laughter filling the rooms. Life was simple. I went to school, played basketball with my friends, and dreamed of becoming someone important. But dreams are fragile, and mine shattered the day my parents died. One moment, they were there alive, breathing, loving me, and the next, they were gone. A car crash, they said. Just an accident. But to me, it felt like my entire world had been ripped away. I thought my uncle and aunt would take care of me. After all, they were family. Isn't that what family's supposed to do? But I was wrong. I remember the day my uncle walked into my house like he owned it, taking my dad's chair at the dining table, giving orders like he had been waiting for this moment. My aunt's cold stare sent chills down my spine. And then, one night, just days after the funeral, they told me the truth. This isn't your home anymore. You don't belong here. At first, I thought they were just angry or upset that maybe they needed time. But then, my uncle grabbed my arm and dragged me to the front door. My aunt stood there, arms crossed, and before I could even understand what was happening, they shoved me outside and locked the door behind me. No explanation, no goodbye, just silence. I stood there, knocking, begging for them to let me back in. I was 11. Where else was I supposed to go? I waited for hours, hoping, praying that they changed their minds. But they never did. That night, I slept on the steps of the house that once belonged to me. The house where I had taken my first steps, where my parents had tucked me into bed every night, where I had felt safe. And now, I was just a stranger to it. Since that night, I have learned how cruel the world can be. I wandered the streets of New York, walking past restaurants filled with families, kids laughing with their parents, people rushing to places they belonged. And me? I had nowhere. I became invisible. People saw me, but they never really looked. Some glanced at me with pity, others with disgust. Some gave me a few coins, others told me to get lost. I learned how to survive, how to sleep in alleyways without drawing attention, how to find food in places no one else looked, how to disappear when danger was near. I learned that the world doesn't stop for kids like me. But you know what hurts the most? It's not the hunger, not the cold nights, not even the loneliness. It's the question that haunts me every day. Why? Why did my uncle and aunt take everything from me? Why did they throw me away like I was nothing? Did I do something wrong? Was I not worth loving? Those questions eat me alive. Because the truth is, I don't just miss my parents, I miss the feeling of being someone to somebody. But even after all this, there's one thing I never stopped believing in music. My parents always said I had a gift, that one day I'd become a great singer. My dad used to say, "Leo, one day the world will know your name." And my mom? She'd close her eyes and smile whenever I sang, as if my voice could take all her worries away. This song, this one's for them, because even though they're gone, I know they're still listening. And maybe, just maybe, if I sing loud enough, they'll hear me from wherever they are.
If you can hear me, just know I'm still here, lost in a world that feels so unclear. I walk through the nights, I whisper your name, but nothing I do can bring back the same. You told me one day the stars would shine bright, that I'd stand on a stage bathed in the light. So here I am, singing for you, hoping my voice will carry me through. Would shine bright, that I'd stand on a stage bathed in the light. So here I am, singing for you, hoping my voice will carry me through. If you can hear me, just know I'm still here, lost in a world that feels so unclear. I walk through the nights, I whisper your name, but nothing I do can bring back the same. You told me one day the stars would shine bright, that I'd stand on a stage bathed in the light. So here I am, singing for you, hoping my voice will carry me through. You can hear me, just know I'm still here, lost in a world that feels so unclear. I walk through the nights, I whisper your name, but nothing I do can bring back the same. Told me one day the stars would shine bright, that I'd stand on a stage bathed in the light. So here I am, singing for you, hoping my voice will carry me through. If you can hear me, just know I'm still here. Ooh. Lost in a world that feels so unclear. Ooh. I walk through the nights, I whisper your name, but nothing I do can bring back the same. Yeah.